they have moved it. Usually it was really easy for me, but I'll find it.
Yeah.
I'm up for the challenge.
Oh, it's now, well, it's now where it was before. Ugh, whatever. It's now, it's now where it was before.
That was interesting there. Hold on.
Good evening. This is the Northwest Rec Board, December 8th meeting, 6:30 p.m. via Zoom. This meeting is being live streamed and will be available on the Foothills County website. So tonight, we have Laura Kendall with us, Division 3 counselor.
Hello.
There's Laura. And does everybody want to introduce themselves?
Mr. Chair, would you tell us? Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry, Suzanne. Alan Elger, third term counselor, and I think been on the board for 8 years with the Northwest Foothills Rec Board. Happy to see you all. Thank you.
I'll go next. My name is Jared Yonke. I'm the past president of the Millerville Sports Association. I'm still staying on to finish out my term here with the Northwest Rec Committee, representing the MSA.
Thanks, Jared.
Kim, go ahead. Go ahead, Kim.
Oh, sorry. Kim Trache. I am the Division 4 representative for Prentice Greens.
Go ahead, Suzanne.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Old, Division 4 counselor, and happy to be here. Really enjoy the work we're doing here with the Northwest Rec Board and all the exciting plans we have underway. Look forward to working with everyone.
Thanks,
Nancy,
Suzanne.
if you want to unmute and go ahead.
Hi, I don't know if my screen will come up. Oh, no, hold on. There we go. Just briefly.
There you are.
Hello, I have to do this briefly because otherwise I'll die. Nancy Seaman, I am, I guess, Division 3 community member and been on the board for a little while as well.
Sylvia, if you want to unmute and go ahead.
Hi, I'm Sylvia Checkley. I'm the Millerville Racing and Ag Society rep at this point. I'm sorry, my camera will not come on. It's saying I don't have access. I'm not sure why. But good evening.
Great, thank you. Joanna, go ahead.
Good evening. My name is Joanna Courtney-Shaw Allen. I'm a community recreation coordinator for Foothills County. I've been with the board since 2013, and I'm also your secretary.
Great, thank you. And Garrity.
Good evening, Garrity Stanley, Legislative Services Assistant for Foothills County. I am your live stream girl.
Yay, Garrity.
Councillor Candle, did you have anything to add?
No, just happy to join everybody and learn all about the Northwest Rec Board.
Great, thank you. And I'm Jeff Porter, and I'm the manager of Parks and Recreation for Foothills County. Here you go, Mr. Chairman, take it away.
Thanks, Jeff. So, item number 3 on the agenda as additions or deletions. Joanna, any additions or deletions?
I believe the only addition that I'm aware of is Councillor Oles for a closed session as 7.1.
Okay. I need a motion to accept the December 8th, 2025 Northwest Rec Board meeting agenda as presented or amended. Who wants to give me that? Suzanne?
Sure. And then I have the hand went up, but somebody must have helped me with that too. So whoever was the mysterious hand raiser, thank you. And I would make a motion that the meeting agenda as amended with one additional item 7.1 be moved forward.
Okay. Any opposed? Okay. So moved. Item number 4. To acknowledge the proposed motion to acknowledge the following council member appointments to the Northwest Rec Board. by Foothills County Council on October 29th, 2025.
You just have to read them out, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, that's what I'm just looking at here. Division 3 Councillor Laura Kendall, Division 4 Councillor Suzanne Earl, and Division 5 Councillor Mr. Allen. So can I have a motion for that? For those council members?
I'll give you that motion.
Thanks, Laura. Any opposed? Okay. Item number 5.1, to approve the June 2nd, 2025 Northwest Rec Board meeting minutes as presented or amended. I need a motion for that.
I'll move to accept the minutes.
Thanks, Jared. Any opposed? I don't think I can see everybody's hands, but don't see anybody.
No, I was approving it, sorry.
Okay. Item 5.2. A motion to acknowledge that the October 6th, 2025 meeting was cancelled. Who would like to give me that? Thank you, Mr. Alger. Any opposed? Okay. Item number 6 on the agenda tonight is the Business Northwest Rec Board. 6.1.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yep. Joanna?
Before you is an acknowledgement of a Northwest Rec Board member who provided resignation notice.
Kimberly?
So the background is the Northwest Recreation Board member Kimberly Smith was appointed on February 12th, 2025 and provided formal notice of resignation effective June the 4th, 2025.
Yep.
The letter is attached for your reference, and I just need a motion to acknowledge.
Okay. Can I get a motion to acknowledge the resignation of board member Kimberly Smith Epp from the Northwest Rec Board?
So moved.
Suzanne?
Effective June 4th, yes.
Thank you. Effective June 4th, yeah. Any opposed? Okay.
Can I ask, Mr. Chair, what division was she from, Johanna? Representing?
She was from division, I know this, just hold on a moment. It's in the...
Just so we know where we got to look for.
I think it was 3, wasn't it?
Was it 3?
Yes, Division 3.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Doesn't mean you're off the hook, Alan, for helping me to find somebody.
No. We gotta beat the bushes and get them out of the trees.
Okay.
Okay. Board composition. Joanna, need a motion to acknowledge the board composition for information purposes.
If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Chairman, I would like to go through a little bit of this because I'm not so sure if some of the board members might be aware of where we are. So this is to provide the Northwest Recreation Board information about the board composition. And your board consists of 9 members, 3 of which are councillors, and the remaining 6 are members from the community. So our members at large, and that's also always been a question, what exactly is a member at large? So we use a member at large for 2 organizations, the Millerville Sports Association and the Millerville Racing and Agricultural Society, because we are in close proximity to those organizations, and that's why those 2 positions have been allocated to those 2 organizations. And just as a note for quorum, the quorum for the board is 5. So if we don't have 5 members, 5 voting members, Jeff and I don't count there, and neither does Garrity. It's that is what we need for folks to be present to hold a meeting. So right now, there are current vacancies. We have a member. We're looking for a member in Division 5 and MRAS, which is, I believe there is a, there has been an application that has gone in, and that would be what we're looking for. Do you have any questions about the composition of your board?
No.
I think Manager Porter has a question.
Go ahead, Manager Porter.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through the chair to the floor. Just for the board's information that everybody has a vote, and that's on this board as well. Everybody is able to make a motion on this board of the appointed and voting members. So Joanna and I cannot make motions on the board. So by all means, and that if please don't leave it to just the councillors to make motions in that for the board, and that feel free to step up at any time and make a motion. Other than that, I'd just like to thank everyone in that for their commitment to recreation in the northwest quadrant of Foothills County. And I'll return it back to you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you. So can I get, Joanna, are you done with your?
I'd just like to echo what Manager Porter indicated. Your participation in this board is really valuable because you bring the sense of community recreation, what you're experiencing, to the board, so the board is aware of what's going on in the community.
Okay. So I need a motion to acknowledge the board composition report presented for information purposes. Nancy, thank you very much. Or did you have a question?
No, I was just getting, I was listening very hard to what Jeff said, so I put my hand up real quick.
Thank
Nice.
you. Any opposed? Okay. Millerville Sports Association, Jared.
Right. So I guess I'm making a motion here. So I'd like to move that the Northwest Recreation Board provides a recommendation to Foothills County Council to consider accepting the Millerville Sports Association's $25,000 to hold in trust for the construction of the multi-sport field in the Seaman Sports Park, subject to matching funding by Foothills County for construction and to use as leverage funding for other external grants for the project before construction begins.
Oh. Thank you very much.
I got a letter, so you guys will all have received that letter. Part of the package. In a nutshell, the MSA would like to offer $25,000 if the county will match that in order to fund the sports park or the multi-sport field.
That's very nice.
Yes, big thanks.
Where's the county stand on this?
They have the letter. Oh, Mr. Porter. I think Mr. Porter is looking to speak.
For the letter?
I just have a comment, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
I guess number one, in that, thank you to the Millerville Sports Association and that, and their generosity in that, and seeing the development of this site, and that you've been instrumental for sure in a lot of the upgrades that have happened and that on this site. So how I would recommend that this move forward from this point, and that the board would need to accept in that the letter, and then make a recommendation to county council as far as the recommendation of the matching amount of Millerville Sports Association's donation. And then from there, if that recommendation passes through the board, then it would go to county council, and it would be up to county council to decide if they're going to match or if they're able to match the donation in the current fiscal situation. Now, I guess my one question in that to Mr. Yonke would be, is that donation have to take place within December, by December 31st of 2025, or can it go into 2026?
There shouldn't be any reason it couldn't go into 26. Should be fine.
Okay, thank you for that. That's all I had, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, if I might.
Go ahead, Joanna.
So the resolution that Jared did read out, if we just include that, the acknowledgement to the letter in there.
Acknowledge receipt of the letter?
Yeah.
Okay. So can I get a motion for that?
I would give you a motion.
Thank you very much, Laura. Okay, any opposed? Okay. So who will submit the letter to council then?
I nominate Suzanne Ohl.
I think it'd be the three of us. It would be all members and Manager Porter along with all three councillors. I think it would have an extremely wonderful weight based on that presentation.
Do I need a motion? Do I need a motion for that?
No, we'll carry it forward from here. Once the board makes a recommendation, then Joanna and myself will put together an admin report for council, and then I'm sure we'll get a lot of assistance from the councillors that are on the board. So thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chair, just a clarification.
Go ahead, Suzanne. Yeah.
So Jared did kindly read out the proposed request from MSA, and we have just acknowledged that. And do we do anything with the way he's presented his motion? Is there anything we need to do with it on our record here tonight at all?
If I might, Mr. Chairman,
go ahead.
The only change to that would be just the acknowledgement of the letter that precedes that motion that was read out. Would you like that to be read again?
We had a motion then that was Councillor Kendall made it, but Jared had read it, so I'm just wanting to give him, I guess, acknowledgement as well. So however you prefer, because we have that already brought into the minutes with that motion.
Okay, I see what you mean. I think Councillor Kendall's was the addition of the letter that went in there, or the yes. Acknowledgement of the letter. Is that correct?
The acknowledgement, yes.
Acknowledgement, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So do we have a vote on what was proposed when it was first read out at all, or are we happy with the acknowledgement as
having received it? Joanna?
I had a motion started with Jared reading it out, and there was a vote on it, and then there was an amendment to that to include the acknowledgement based on what Manager Porter had brought forward, that the letter should be acknowledged.
Okay, so as long as we had a vote on both parts of it, then I guess you'll capture it well.
Joanna, you happy?
I'm happy.
Good. Okay. Item 6.3, fundraising update. Joanna?
Right. Okay, so this is a really quick update, and it does not include anything that Jared brought forward tonight. And at this point, we are still at $100 that we have gleaned at this point. And that is, there was no preference on where the $100 was place. So folks, when they are making their donation, it can be towards multi-sport field only, or the amenities, which includes the natural playground and the picnic shelter, or it can be placed wherever it needs to be. So there are hard copies of the fundraising campaign forms that are attached. Locations of distribution. Do we have a list of where those, where the board members may have placed those so people can access the paper copies? And do you need paper copies?
I got paper copies from you a while ago. I have some at the DeWinton Hall, and I've handed out personally probably 20.
Does anybody else need any copies?
I think so.
I would.
Okay.
I can swing by your office, Joanna, and pick some up.
Okay, that would be great. Or I can put them in your mailbox for Wednesday.
Oh, perfect.
Anyone else?
Were some of them dropped off at the Millerville store?
I'm not aware of any.
Barb had talked to think about that. Dropping some off there. Just wonder if she did or not.
I can swing by the store and find out.
Okay. Thanks, Laura.
Mr. Chair, Nancy has her hand up.
Sorry, Nancy, go ahead.
No worries. I just was wondering, had we chatted before, and I'm sorry, my memory I don't remember. Had we chatted at all about putting a QR code on this?
Yeah, I recall it. Last time we had the meeting, it was mentioned or suggested.
Because if we, I mean, I get the paper copies. Like, do we have an electronic version? We can go online to do this, correct? Yes.
That's right. It is online. There have been some conflicts with the QR code in some other situations and other places where folks who were not necessarily very above board were putting QR codes that were taking them to their personal accounts. And so
okay, no worries. That was a conversation that had, and I wasn't here. Sorry about that. So I just but okay, thank you.
If I might though, the form is located on our website, and when we do this week we'll do social media, people will be directed to the website, and so they can pick up the form there from as well.
Okay, thank you.
Any other places that we're looking at having these forms about them? Anyone?
I think Ranchers Hall would probably be a good spot. Somewhere to catch all the kids playing soccer this summer. I mean, that's a little ways off yet, but I think that would be something we need to do. I also wanted to point out too, I have a list of corporate donors that I'm going to reach out to. Credit to Josh Wiley for giving me a list of people to go see if we can squeeze some money out of for this, and I'll be sending out some letters. Let me know if I need to do anything to keep that above board.
I could also ask at Millerville Motors, right across from the store, and Miss Marple's.
Yeah, that's a good idea. The coffee shop there.
On the heels of what Jared was saying, that maybe it's a little bit early for the soccer soccer, but what about the golf courses? Because they do have kids programs, I believe, both at Pritis. I know they do at Turner Valley. And maybe we can convince them to have, like, because there are kids playing golf, so they play other things as well. When the season turns.
That's a good idea, Nancy.
Yes, I can ask at the golf course. But when people are there again.
Right.
I know somebody at Turner Valley, so I can ask there.
What about the school?
I can ask. I mean, I could do all four like really quick. I drive past there all the time. And the library is almost kind of like a little separate entrance.
Okay.
To the school, so it might actually be better. Well, the office, I guess, and the library.
We could also ask Lisa Kent, the school secretary, to send out, they do a weekly newsletter or monthly newsletter. We could have that included.
Okay.
I think we already did that once actually, but maybe we could try it again.
Too bad we can't have a big sign right by Siemens Park, and it would just be like this money just like clicking in, and every time you drove by it'd be like click, oh, there's more money, and click, click, click. Anyways, sorry, I digress. It's been a long day, right, Suzanne?
Actually, you're very intuitive. Maybe Joanna, you might explain that.
Well, attached in Appendix 1, if you want to slide down in your agenda, that is your fundraising sign.
Oh, okay.
However, currently it is not up on the posts. We had a bit of a trouble with doing some what is it called, first call or one call now. It had to be done twice, and then weather hit, and so it is sitting in the shop. And Manager Porter, can we put that up in the winter time, or are we out of that window now?
It's hard to say in that we could look at getting a contractor in there with a postal log or with a frost tooth on it. Might be able to get somewhere, but we've had some pretty cold temperatures in that, and there'll probably be some frost on the ground. I mean, we can give it a shot. Problem will be is trying to get the filler to set up around the posts and that.
So that might be a spring thing.
Maybe, or we could just put an above ground. I guess it's really at this point in time, the park is closed. The gates have been closed for the year, so the traffic's going to be minimal. I would suggest more with the flyer campaign would probably get more traction at this point in time, and then come spring, we can put this up, and once the park reopens.
If I might, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead, Joanna.
Just one other thing. I'm not sure that everyone is aware, but the donations that are over $100 or more, those donations are eligible for a tax receipt for personal, on the personal side. So those receipts would go out in February, just like any other tax receipt. And it might be a kind of an interesting gift for someone for Christmas. This week, or during our last meeting, there was a resolution for a subcommittee, a working group, more or less, that would look at tributes. And this week, there was a really brief, really informal discussion that Nancy and I had. But we are looking for 2 other members to be on that board or that committee, the working group, to perhaps get together in January to discuss tributes.
What kind of tributes did you have in mind? Just curious.
Nancy, would you like to take this?
So this would be for your bigger dollar fundraising or donations. And at this point in time, we don't really have an idea of exactly what that would look like, but basically a tribute board, similar to what was done at MRAS with the playground, also with our big mural that we have. Not our mural, it's Legacy Wall is what we called it, in front of the arena. And so donations can help towards building the field, and at a certain level, when we did our Legacy Wall at Millerville, it was any donation that was $1,000 or more would actually be a part of this whole sculpture that's there. And I don't know if anybody's seen the sculpture on the south end of the big arena. That was its own fundraising effort on its own. Now we want to fundraise for the field and the amenities, whatever we're fundraising for. But we do want to recognize people that are giving donations if they'd like. I mean, this also would be a conversation. So Joanna is already keeping track of any donations currently, and then we'll set whatever kind of I guess benchmark, if you will, and then up from there. So it could be a long and laborious effort. It might be 5 years before we actually have a tribute wall, depending on how fast and furious we get donations in. And what that would look like, we're still trying to figure that out. Hence the working group. We'll go for coffee. We'll make it fun.
Sounds very good.
Is that a yes?
Sure.
Perfect. Anybody else? Sylvia, you're not that busy these days.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. And yes, I know you're busy. I'm just teasing you.
Okay. All right. So could I have a motion that that appoints, I would ask, Mr. Chairman, for a resolution that appoints Nancy and Sylvia. Now, Sylvia, are you extending into the following year?
Oh, well, I guess I had said no, but I realize you are looking for someone for Division 5, which is where I think I live. So I probably could do that. Yeah.
Okay.
That would be awesome. I'll just say that out loud.
Okay, so if Mr. Chairman, could I have a motion that appoints Laura Kendall, Nancy Seaman, and Sylvia Checkley to the working tribute group, or the tribute working group?
Okay, can we get a motion for that, for Nancy Seaman, Lori Kendall, and Sylvia Checkley to the working group, fundraising working group?
I see Kim reaching.
I'll make that motion.
Thanks, Jared.
Okay, we'll get Kim on the next one.
Any opposed? Okay. Item 7, roundtable, facilities updates.
Oh, if I might, Mr. Chairman?
Oh, go ahead, Joanna.
I apologize. There is another item here. We had briefly discussed about having an event in the spring, a tour that could be at the same time of an event. And I believe Jared did identify that perhaps doing this when there is a practice or a game going on would be a great time to come out and introduce yourselves to folks that are there, and to do the same thing that you did last time is just a little bit of an exposure event. It wasn't arduous. It was the sign that was up, the papers were available, and that was about it. And I think there was hot chocolate or something. I can't remember, or granola bars. Granola bars,
yeah.
And water.
Yeah. Is that item 6.4?
That is within the discussion of 6.3.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, if I might add a little.
Go ahead, Susan.
So we had, I think, Kim, wasn't it you that secured the little tent?
Yep. Somebody
Anyways,
did.
it was definitely Pretty Screens connected, but it would have been wonderful if there was access to that little tent if we need it.
Sure.
I don't know if we even needed it, but there's that, and some refreshments table, just catching people in and out. We had the right kind of granola bars to be popular, and we have 3 banners that fit together in one kind of display, and that could be, as long as there's not a big wind, that could be up as just a note about the board, and then the sign hopefully would be installed by then as well. So just a thought on some of the visuals that will come along with it. Oh, and the 3D people.
Joanna, do you need a motion for this?
I would like a motion that we move ahead with that, and then we will figure out a date as we get closer to see what Jack Frost and Mother Nature have in store for us for May and June.
Okay.
I will make that motion.
Who's that? Laura?
Kim Trache.
Oh, Kim. Sorry. Thank you. Thanks, Kim. Okay. Joanna, anything else there under current business?
No, I believe that's all that was under 6.3. I do need a motion that does accept the fundraising campaign discussion, the report and the discussion, sorry.
Okay, can I get a motion for that for the update and the discussion?
Give you that, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Alger. Any opposed? Okay. Item 7, roundtable on updates. Manager Porter for facilities.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As I stated earlier, in that we closed up the park around November, start of November, first week of November. We locked the gates. People are still able to park outside the gates and walk in if they choose to use the pathways and such. The garbages are being looked at and emptied and that as needed still through the winter months. The site for the soccer field or proposed soccer field and that our ASB crews in that mode approximately the size of area we had measured out and placed stakes and that on its approximate location. So when the snow leaves and that, which could be by the end of tonight with the Chinook the way it's going, you can actually see where the soccer field would be proposed and the dimensions. So obviously there'd have to be substantial dirt moving and that sort of thing for the site and that to be able to be used, but currently in that it's a visual for it as well. And that I ran into a gentleman in that kind of does some upkeep in that with the memorial that's at the site, and he's very impressed with the site and how it's progressed, and he looks forward to any new additions and that to the site. So other than that, that's all I had. If there's any questions, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Division 3, Laura.
What I'm doing a representative report on I'm not sure I have anything to report on.
Too
I
too
mean,
new
is
to
it
the
on
table.
is it on this board? I'm pretty new, so.
Problem.
If I might,
No problem.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah, go ahead, Joanne.
the reports can be anything based on recreation, any special events that are happening in the community to bring people together, and hopefully recreation is part of that.
Okay. Okay, I don't have a recreation one, but last night, the Square Butte Community Hall held its annual Christmas concert for the kids. And in the last couple of years, they've had this additional fundraising little campaign, and they give all the money to a family in need. And this year, they probably doubled what they made. So they'll probably be able to help 3 families. Maybe they made almost $900 on about 14 baskets. And there was about 30 kids there getting their presents from Santa. So not really recreation, but definitely cultural, So don't have anything else on. I don't know if the Millerville rink is up and running yet. I know Suzanne posted something about the Pritis one being up and running. I'm not sure if Millerville's up and running or not yet, but I could find out for next time. I'm sure it'll be up and running by then.
I think Jared will probably be updating us on that.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, a little sparse there. I'll do better next time.
No worries. Jared, is the rink up yet and running?
I'm just texting Josh. I'm not actually sure. It's been a while since our last MSA meeting, and it was a warm November.
Yeah. Might take them a while to get a base to it. Suzanne, Division 4.
Sure, thanks, and thanks for Division 3. I'll be up to in the next little while. I'll be up to having lots of things to report, I'm sure. So a few things from Division 4, just to report the Pritis Red Deer Lake Recreation Board held their AGM on December the 4th, very recently, and had worked on the 2026 budget to support the recipients in that area, which include Red Deer Lake Soccer, PCA, Pritis Community Association, and the Panthers Hockey, Pritis Creek Association, and West Foothills Community Association. And the pool of money there is $40,000. So it's just a quick update. The information will be going to council next, and then distributions will be in 2026. Hawks Landing and Pritis Community Association worked together to host a Halloween event in October at the Pritis Hall, and they had a great partnership, and the event was well received and enjoyed. And at the request of some local volunteers from the kind of far and wide in Division 4, in particular one who's working very diligently, Pritis Community Association has shared an online survey to ask the community members if they're interested to receive or help support Meals on Wheels and other senior-focused services in the Pritis area. And the PCA held their holiday market on November 29th, was a great success, but even despite the chilly temperatures. But also a big thank you to Public Works because of the timing of them clearing the hall just the day before to make it very successful for a great attendance and having a place to park. Some other Pritis programs will continue, including playgroup and pickleball until December 18th. And then in January, some new classes will take place, I guess, yoga and fitness. So stay tuned for more details. And the next big projects, which Pritis is working on and they're fundraising right now, is a new roof on the hall and rink board replacement along the rink. And as you know, you had heard that the flooding and the prepping and the caring for the ice is already been done and will be continuing, all with that great effort of the hockey families mostly, and they'll be starting the season and practices here now with the rink up and running. And and the other thing PCA did was they sent an announcement out, which is always helpful, about the etiquette and the safety requirements for using the rink because of the requerequirements from Foothills County that the users wear helmets, and at least they're advised about that. One thing I wanted to share is over the last few months, I did hear about some dog concerns on the park. So just a reminder that dogs are supposed to be on leash at the park. So we'll just have to keep a watch on that. And thank you to the person for bringing that forward. And lastly, just a thanks to all the volunteers. There's been so many amazing volunteers out in the community putting in all these hours and efforts towards making a recreation special in our area. Thanks. That's everything.
Thanks, Susan. Division 5, Mr. Alger.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. Speaking of new roofs, at the Red Deer Lake Hall, we have a new roof on the hall itself and the caretaker's house and all the gazebos and park sheds. Thanks to Mr. Porter for all the hard work on that. We've done lots of improvements on the Red Deer Lake Hall and the park area. We've also improved we put in a septic holding tank at the hall and a new field at the house and at the caretaker's house, and improved on that. And the hall is really looking good. And the next thing in line is hopefully that we're going to be starting looking at some maybe redoing the outside and doing some siding. But with the amount of moisture that we got this summer, we're lucky that we got the roof on in time, and that really helped to protect that particular asset for the county. On the DeWinton side of things, we had since we haven't seen anybody since June, we had a very successful Halloween party, and they also had a very successful Christmas market. And over the Christmas break, we are looking to get the ceiling painted on the inside and the floor polished. So we're just coordinating that between the two companies to see which one goes first and who can be in while we're kind of slow over the Christmas season. And we're also waiting on to hear on our application for our CFIP grant, which is Community Facilities Enhancement Program grant. So we received some money from another rec board of the county, the Dumbo Rec Board, for matching funds. And we're not sure when we're going to hear from this grant, but we put it in September. So hopefully to hear something by spring. And with that money, we're going to redo the roof on the DeWinton Hall, which is about it's in around that $80,000-$85,000 range. So it's quite a hit for the DeWinton Community Association. And that's all I got, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Jared, did you find out anything on the rink?
So, unfortunately, our president also doesn't know if it's open yet. So
okay.
If it's not, it will be soon. We also had some updates to our facility at Ranchers Hall. We had new eaves done and French drains installed. So every winter, if anybody is familiar with that hall, there's a lot of ice buildup, and it's kind of a dangerous situation. And so finally we've taken care of that, and we should have a dry and bare area in front of the hall there and around the hall. Hopefully no more slips and falls. We're kind of in the swing of hockey season, so typically we manage to secure ice time with the Black Diamond Rink, and I'm assuming that we managed to secure enough to keep the hockey program going until we can get the ice in. Definitely a later season than usual. Probably the biggest update is that I'm no longer the president of the Millerville Sports Association. We had our AGM a few months ago, and my replacement is Josh Wiley. So I'm staying on the MSA for a couple of years, but as past president. But Josh is our new president. That's about it.
Okay. Millerville Racing and Agriculture Society. Sylvie.
Okay, great. So we've also been busy throughout the summer and fall. There were many equine events, workshops, lessons, other activities. July 1st races, Halloween Howl, Pritis Millerville Fair, and the farmers market were all very busy and all went really well. Just early November, we had the Christmas market around 2 weekends, and includes the kids only store or a kids only shop, which is handmade crafts made by volunteers where children come in and purchase presents for people on their gift list and have them wrapped and everything. So that was very successful, a record number of kids and gifts sold. And then we also had our AGM December 1st. So we have a few new directors on our board. and lots of new things will be happening. We had a big facility update as well this fall where the front part of our arena was finished with washrooms and a floor to the loft and various other things, storage areas, cement, like concrete floor. And we also did change the footing in the arena to a sand-based footing. So been very busy.
Okay. Thank you, Sylvie. I would be up next. I don't have a lot to say, but we do have on my hill anyway. We have a couple new families that have moved in, young couples that have moved in that would hopefully will be having kids in the near future here. So it'll be a while till they'll be using the sport park, but at some point if they stick around. And that's all I have. Kim, Division 4.
Yes, I have my report there. So just a few things. Lots of movement in Curtis Greens. Lots of condos selling. People moving out. Just some of them are Aboriginals, have been there 30 years, so it's good. Lots of new blood. Probably the biggest thing going on right now is we're in the middle of working on becoming an HOA with Stan Carscallon, Curtis Creek Development. So that's in the works. We had our AGM at the end of June, and some of the things we've had going on in Art Walk, that was really successful, a very successful food drive, and just some other things our social club has been dealing with. We've got the Ladies Who Lunch, we've got the Progressive Supper. So it's all coming together. It's a pretty tight little community.
Yeah, thank you, Kim.
Excuse me, Mr. Chair, did we bug Nancy yet?
Not yet. Hang on.
You don't need to, because I don't really have anything to add.
I want you to feel not included.
Yeah, Nancy's on the list. I'm following a couple different sheets here, so Nancy's on the list too. Sorry, Nancy, didn't mean to exclude you.
No worries. No worries. I don't have anything to really add. Although I've been recreating in my backyard, snowshoeing and cross country skiing, so I really don't want the Chinook to take it away.
Good for you. Okay, that's it. I need a motion to accept the facilities and rep reports and place them on file for informational purposes. Who would like to give me that motion?
I can give you that motion.
Thanks very much, Laura. 7.1, I guess we're moving to a closed session here.
I'll make a motion to move into closed session.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Joanna.
Ready.
May I have a vote on the facilities and representative reports?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Any opposed to accepting them? No.
Thank you.
Okay. You'll make a motion to move us into closed session, Suzanne?
So moved. 7:28.
Okay. Okay, we're back. Item number 8, business arising out of the meeting. Any action items?
I'm just clicking back here. So we have a few items. From this discussion, we had a working group, an event for the spring to get that planned up, a media release on fundraising, and right away for tax receipts for 2025. And let's see here. What else did? Oh, and we have the recommendation to council on the generous donation of the Millerville Sports Association.
Yeah.
To council. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay. Can I get a motion to acknowledge the action item list as was discussed and amended?
I just have one question regarding the one
Yeah.
that I'm involved in, the working group. Who's in charge of initiating the contact to make that working group happen? Sorry.
That's me.
Nancy.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
I thought so, but I was just double checking.
Can I get a motion to the action item list?
I will give you that motion.
Thank you. Okay, item number 9, meeting schedule. Joanna.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
Chairman, could I get a vote on that, please?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Any opposed to the action item list motion? No? Okay. Meeting schedule, item 9. Proposed 2026 meeting schedule.
So, Mr. Chairman, may I provide a bit of information?
Yeah.
So, over the last few years, we've been meeting the first Monday of every second month or even months, generally at 6:30, unless we have an AGM, and then that pushes us to 6 o'clock. So, the proposed dates for 2026 are in your agenda, and I would look to any discussion regarding those dates. And they do accommodate the RMA and any other RMA in the spring and in the fall, so they don't conflict.
Mr. Yonke and Ms. Seaman have questions, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Ladies first. Nancy, go ahead.
I'm just wondering if we are planning a spring event, if we should actually have another meeting in March. In either March or May, depending on the timeline of the spring event, just to kind of, unless that's going to be a subcommittee that's in charge of that.
Joanna?
If I might, Mr. Chair, we can, after the subcommittee or the working group has met, and we have a bit better of a timeline, we can request an additional meeting.
Okay.
So
Jared?
our working committee is actually, I'm sorry, our working committee is actually going to be working on that event as well, correct?
Oh, I didn't think that through.
That's okay.
We could perhaps have a further discussion in February and see if there are, because I think you pretty much identified what needs to happen, and So it might be easier to in February say this is the day we're going to meet if we just want to have a brief meeting just to discuss the intricacies of what will happen on that date.
Okay.
Jared?
Thank you. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but I remember it had been brought up that there was a desire to hold the meetings during business hours, which wasn't great for me at the time, but I wanted to offer that if that was still a desire that I can accommodate that rather than doing the evening meetings.
Joanna?
I don't have a comment. I would leave that to the board if the board and any new members, if they can achieve that with their schedules.
Would there be any opposition from anybody that's with us tonight?
Well, it would just kind of depend on the day for me.
Okay.
And possibly the time as well.
Mr. Chair?
Yeah, go ahead.
Would a Monday during the day be a possibility in that for the board? And I believe Assistant Stanley in that probably has a comment from logistical standpoint from our ledge services.
Yeah, should the board consider a daytime meeting, whether it's the Monday or a different one? I would just need to review it within the rest of the coordination of all our other meetings to make sure that we have staff available to be able to live stream and assist. But is a total possibility if that is how your board would like to proceed.
Mr. Chair, what time how late, I guess if we, to everybody, were you thinking of it being something like 4 o'clock or a little bit earlier? What kind of?
3 o'clock?
Yeah.
3 o'clock?
3 or 4? 3?
Yeah, either.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Okay. Every day that we have it written in, we could do it. I'm okay with every one of those. So to add my 2 cents.
Let's try it and see how it works.
Yeah, it would work for me. Anybody else?
If I might, Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, Joanna?
I think it would solely depend on whether or not we have the support from ledge services. They're the critical piece in this change.
Yeah, if you could give ledge services a little bit to review just to make sure it doesn't conflict with any other meetings on that day, then I can confirm with Johanna and she can get back to you.
Okay. Joanna, how do you want to do this? You want to leave this open till you can confirm for those dates?
Manager Porter has a comment.
Jeff?
Yeah, that was going to be my only comment, to take the existing dates that you currently have and to check and see how that would fit into ledge services schedule. And then Garrett, you can get back to us and we can maybe do a doodle poll to see if there's alternate dates or times that would work by ledge services availability.
Okay.
Just a comment too in regards to your meetings, going back to the discussion around meetings as far as the committee or the subcommittee. You have the ability in that also as a board to call a special meeting and that to deal with any situations or issues that may arise. So you do have that ability to add into another meeting into this schedule, and that, or, you know, potentially add a meeting and drop a meeting. So.
If I might, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, go ahead, Joanna.
We could adjust this so to approve tentatively while exploring a different time. if that would work.
Say that again?
So to tentatively prove this schedule,
Yeah.
with further consideration for the time of the meeting. So your dates would stay the same, but your times would change.
Okay.
And at least then you have something in place so that folks are aware when the meetings are going to be, subject to what happens with ledge services, if there is the availability or there is not the availability. And as Manager Porter indicated, that doodle poll could be done at the same time. But we do need something at least to identify that your next meeting will be on February 2nd, because you have an AGM and you have a regular meeting.
So on the February 2nd one, then if we move to an afternoon meeting, then we could have the meeting before the AGM, or would it have to be after the AGM?
You generally have the AGM first and then a regular meeting.
Okay, so but the AGM would be at 6, and if we had a meeting at 3, we'd still have to wait in that particular case till 6:30.
No, because your AGM hasn't been published yet, I don't believe, has it, Joanna?
No, it hasn't. We could advise of the date, and I would imagine that within the next 2 weeks we could probably identify whether or not the 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock range would be appropriate, or we need to stay with the existing. That'll give us enough time for that little bit of exploration. So even if you could just give me the date for that understanding that the first Monday of even months is when we generally meet.
Okay, so we need a motion to approve the meeting schedule as presented, right? First Monday of the even months, correct? And
yes,
times to be defined.
That would work.
Okay, can I get a motion for that?
I'll make that motion. Kim.
Thanks, Kim. Yeah. Any opposed? Okay, so next meeting would be February the 2nd. Time to be determined and confirmed. Okay, Joanna?
That would work.
Okay.
May I just interject for a moment? Was the preferred time 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock?
Well, Jared had indicated 3, and that seemed to be acceptable by all.
Okay, thank you.
So, Joanna, can you work around that time frame to confirm for those dates? Would be at 3 o'clock.
I would suggest that Ledge Services is the one that needs to provide that, but I can send an email tomorrow.
Okay. She needs an email.
I definitely do.
Pending.
Okay. So that's it. Would like to adjourn the meeting and thank everybody for being here tonight. It's 7:55, and I'd like to wish everybody best wishes for the holidays and for the new year. Stay safe. Enjoy the time with your families.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Chair, for all your
Thanks,
sharing
Mr. Chair.
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.